Welcome back.
Ew.
Merry
Hey guys.
Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Yes, it's not just a Merry Christmas because Shayla doesn't celebrate Christmas.
No,
We don't discriminate here at the
no.
podcast.
But I love the holidays so much.
What else is going on? Is Hanukkah still going on? Because that started on the 11th.
I think it is.
So it might have ended yesterday. It's 8 days, right?
Possibly. I sound
I
ignorant.
have
for not
no
knowing.
idea.
Yeah.
Hannah straight up like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, everybody, this is our last episode of the year. So this is our holiday extravaganza because I think it's probably in good practice to like just take the last week of the year off as kind of like a vacation day or something.
Yeah, a vacation, as if we're gonna be like doing anything different. We're just gonna be chilling from recording.
I know. But
I'm excited for this. It also like when we were typing up the notes, like trying to draft up this holiday episode, I was like, dang, like we've been recording like pretty much every week for the entire year.
There's been like
well, not the entire year, but
yeah,
like
but I mean like basically, yeah, this is consuming lives.
like this is our 29th episode and the last one for 2020. Honestly, thank God. I'm over it. I need it to be just like 2021.
Lord, I hope good things happen. You know how they were saying like what is going on with like astrology stuff? Like today was supposed to today's the day
some shift
everything.
in the world.
Wait, no, my dad texted me. It's the first day in like 400 years. More than that. Yeah, more than that. It's the first like time in like a very, very long time that Saturn and another planet have been this close together. So you're supposed to be able to like go out and see the planets align. So my dad texted me about it because he was like, go out on your parking deck and look. Wow, I did not, but maybe I will later.
I do plan on like doing this is gonna sound so cheesy. I've never like done the actual process of manifesting anything. I've like only thought about it like
an official process or something. I
thought
it was just,
you know
like,
how everyone's like
stuff.
sit down, like write it down, like say it a couple hundred times, and I'm like, I don't know how legit that is, but
like,
I think I'm actually
69 times for 69 days.
Exactly, and I think I'm gonna do it like after we get done recording, and it could just be a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but like I want to try it. Who knows? Maybe good things will be sent my way.
I'm so excited. We're not doing like our generic episodes today. We're taking it easy. I was talking to my mom. I was like, it's kind of like our company Christmas party that we're having.
This is so.
We're just gonna be playing games. We've got on the agenda. We've got Fuck, Marry, Kill, Would You Rather, or like this or that, Truth or Drink, and then like best and worst moments of the years, and like we might go through our Twitter and stuff. But I thought this would be a nice casual episode. Are you guys drinking? I forget.
Yeah,
wine.
Yeah, I have a glass of wine also. I went downstairs. I haven't like drank in a while, and I asked Mom, I was like, hey, do we have any wine? She's like, why? I was like, I'm just getting on a call with Hannah and Amanda, like recording the podcast. She's like, but why do you need wine? And I was like, because it's our last episode and like we're playing some games. She's like, okay, go off.
Okay.
I went to a Secret Santa this past weekend and they had a really good drink. It was spiked hot apple cider and it was really good.
That sounds really good. I don't know. Did they make it themselves?
Yeah, so they bought the apple cider. So they bought the apple cider, but I mean the drink, the mixed drink, I mean they put that together. It was with bourbon, which typically I hate brown liquor, but I actually really liked it.
Yeah.
And the way that they set it up.
We were recently like thinking about like making holiday drinks. We didn't know what
to
do. But I was like thinking something along the lines of that.
I made like a Thanksgiving / Christmas punch. It was really good. It had apple cider, champagne, vodka, and like a bunch of just like fresh fruit in it, and it was really good.
Like a holiday sangria.
Yeah. I will say though, I got such a good gift for Secret Santa. I got one of my like guy friends had me, and he literally went like definitely above the spending limit, but it was such a nice gift. So he got me like a Yeti like drink thing.
Oh shit.
Wait, that's so nice.
The limit was like $25, and I was like, oh, that's the gift. That's really exciting. And like Connor thought that that's all I was getting, but then attached to the drink was a gift card to go to that goes to the nail salon that I go to get my nails done.
What?
Which was like such a good gift. Yeah.
What a thoughtful gift.
Maybe he like, does he have a sister nearby or something? I was like, maybe she had one laying around or something.
So yeah, he went out and bought it, and he said that originally he was gonna buy me like a doormat because he noticed I didn't have one, and then like some of the girls
like, I have no place to wipe my feet, Hannah.
And then some of our girlfriends were like, no, I don't think like that's that great of a gift, and so then he got me the Yeti and the gift card. So like, that was a really solid gift.
Wow. That's nice.
That's a nice gift to get from like a guy, because I mean, they don't always like know what to get.
Yeah, it was so thoughtful because like I don't even like not many people know where I go and get my nails done, and it wasn't just like a generic place. Like it was literally like where I specifically go.
That's so
and I was like, wow, people actually pay attention when I speak.
That's so nice. Nothing is really new for me on the agenda, but
chilling.
Wait, well, Amanda, what are your Christmas plans?
So we have a tradition in my family every year. We wait till Christmas Eve to decorate the tree, so it's up right now and it has lights on it. But we don't decorate till the 24th, and we eat Chinese food, and then that's basically it. That's
so wholesome. I love it.
Not much else going on. Yeah.
I really hope I can see you guys while I'm home for like a few days.
Well, that's the plan.
Yeah. So I know we talked about it on last week's episode, but I'm going to get to be home for like 4 days. It's the first time I've been home since I moved to Charlotte, which is really nice. And I'll be spending Christmas this year at my aunt's house. She lives in Stone Mountain. And I mean, we just always do the cheesy like Christmas tradition. We all wear matching pajamas, which is like the most white shit I've ever heard. And then we all wear matching pajamas, take a bunch of photos Christmas morning, and like they have this like huge meal and stuff, but obviously I can't really eat any of it, so I always just bring my own food.
You bring I am Tupperware to Christmas.
Yeah, no, my mom texted me. She was like, what do you want to eat for Christmas this year? And I was like, I guess I'll just have this. But I do know that I'm getting a new phone for Christmas, which I'm really excited about.
Well, don't you have like the iPhone 7 or something?
Yes. Yes. I have the iPhone 7, and my parents last month were like,
wait,
what do you want
joking. I thought you had better than a 7.
Do.
Oh my God.
No, I do. I actually do. I have the iPhone 7 Plus. I've had it, since like 2018. So
didn't know I was talking to a broke bitch.
I know. But my dad
I live with my parents.
My dad was like, what do you want for Christmas? And I was like, literally, if you're just going to get me one thing, like, please just get me a phone, because ever since I got the update, like my phone has been dying.
Yeah.
Like I'll use my phone, and within like 2 hours it'll already be on like 20% when I've already charged it the night before. And like with my job, I'm constantly on my phone and stuff, like editing photos and doing stuff on social media. So very pumped about that.
That's exciting. A new phone is so like nice. It's like a little
I know, it's just like yeah.
Fun. Shayla, so you don't celebrate Christmas, but like you decorated, right?
Oh yeah. Like my family, like we do the whole like holiday thing. It's very commercial and very like I don't want to say like Americanized, because I know this isn't like everyone does stuff like this for the holidays.
I know what you mean though.
But we don't have like a holiday in December that we celebrate. Like if our Christmas is like on New Year's Day, and like we open up gifts like on New Year's, and like
I was about to say, like, do you do the whole like gift thing on Christmas? Or, like...
Yeah, no, like y'all, we're so like whitewashed. Like we have we do stockings and like holiday cookies and everything like that. Like we do.
I mean, I feel like I feel like a lot of people who aren't Christians still celebrate Christmas.
Like,
I just knew that. Yeah, I just wasn't sure, like, if I don't know, some people just don't.
We don't do anything else. It's so commercial.
No,
I mean, no, we don't do anything else either. I mean, when I was like, little, like we went to mass, but like I can't remember the last time we did that.
I remember.
So like on Christmas.
I was gonna say, like, I remember when Shayla told me she didn't celebrate Christmas. I was like, well, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? And Shayla was like, that has nothing to do with religion.
like not at all. I was like, I can if I want to. She's like, I don't know.
People I was like, I mean, I don't know. You're not like you were born here, but like obviously your parents were. And so I was like, I don't know if you celebrate Thanksgiving.
People always assume like when I say I don't celebrate Christmas that it's like by choice and that like I'm just like, against religion and everything. It's just I'm just not Christian. Santa. Like that's exactly like that's what it is. And no, like on Christmas we literally don't do a single thing. Like that's just like a day off for my mom. Like
that's nice.
And we just chill.
Sometimes I wish I didn't. Sometimes I wish I was Jewish and celebrated Hanukkah just so I could have I could have an extra day off during the year.
Interesting.
Because like Christmas is like,
Well, speaking of Christmas, let's do some Christmas games. All right. Well, should we do some more recapping on the year before we get into the games?
Why not? Let's go ahead and like a big, huge, massive thank you. I keep moving around so much. So like last episode recap, like we said earlier, we recorded, this is going to be our 29th episode, which like is insane to me. We reached 1,000 followers on Instagram. We're at, like, and we reached 2,000 downloads. Like it's insane.
Yeah. It's
very
it's really like it's cool to see it grow because obviously we're three nobodies, like, so to see people actually listening and like gaining a following and because we started this, I think we started planning for this in like January, February.
Yeah.
And we actually, our first episode was published March 5th. And so it's been like the entire year, which is, it's pretty cool to see that like we're still growing and like, I don't know, to see the potential of like where this could go. So
I know.
It was funny because like we started this off like literally the week before everything shut down, the week before we went to Miami. And then it was just like, I felt like we kind of had already committed to doing it. So then we were like, well, we got to keep this up. But like literally like COVID had just happened and we were like, we don't really know what we're doing. But it ended up
like
working
the amount
out,
of like technical difficulties that we like went through and sometimes still go through.
Oh yeah.
But like back then it was so much worse. Like I feel like whenever I go back and listen to our earlier episodes, I'm like, why did we let this like happen?
The audio is so bad. I mean, you can definitely see the growth in it, which is good. At least people see that like we're learning and we're growing and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like a lot of learning, and especially Hannah, what you said of it being like, we were like, okay, we'll just get together once a week and record and then we'll figure it out later, like what we're going to do. Immediately we had to like figure out how are we going to do this separate and like piecing it together and like, a lot of learning with editing and stuff. But I'm so happy we kept up with it because when we started this, I was like, I've been thinking about doing something like this for a while, as I'm sure we all had been. And then I was like, oh, but like it might just be one of the like a fun hobby that we kind of like pick up and then let go.
I mean, we literally were like, we're just gonna record our conversations. We hang out all the time. Like we say what we think is funny, and we're like, why don't we just put this out on the internet? Like, why not?
Just
and I still can't believe like that's literally how it started.
Yeah, it started off for me feeling like, oh, this is a fun like little hobby side thing, like whatever, and now I'm like, I feel like we're slowly turning into our own little business, like kind of. I mean, we don't make products, but like
no.
Which I would love to. Jessica mentioned something because about like we should do merch, and we were like, well, it's a lot of money and that we don't have to like risk like not knowing like who would buy merch of ours or whatever. But she was like, oh, do a pre-sale or something like that, so we can actually get,
so exciting. I don't know.
So yeah, but I mean, just to see this kind of evolve has been very heartwarming, and I wouldn't want to be doing it with anybody else.
It's a really rewarding feeling. All right, let's anyway, let's move on into our games for the day.
Yeah, let's just get into it,
because honestly, like,
take a drink and let's get started.
Yeah, let me grab my drink.
The range, y'all. Like, these are some weird ass trios of, or like groups of people that have been thrown our way.
And that's what I wanted.
No, I like it.
We all wanted.
I will never forget when we were coming back on the ferry from Little Gasparilla, and it was just us and the captain, and then we were like, I would fuck Johnny Bravo.
So embarrassing, y'all. We were like, that was just, oh my god, I still can't believe. And he like sat there and just listened to
he let us do that. He didn't say a word. So for reference, we're about to go into Fuck, Marry, Kill, which we love playing this game, but we were playing it like really hardcore when we were at the beach with Hannah. And
and there were
they were some weird ones. I was like, fuck, marry, kill,
weird
SpongeBob,
people.
Patrick, or Squidward.
And we were just saying it so casually. We were like, well, I would fuck Patrick and like,
and we were
marry
giving reasons as to why.
Like, yeah, we weren't getting into why. We were just casually just saying it in passing. And like, it was super windy. You couldn't really hear. So I felt like we were also just kind of like yelling it at each other with like no concept of like where we were. And it was just so funny.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
We said one really fun one at the beach, and it was like, I can't remember exactly what it was, like, fuck, marry, kill your ex, your fuck buddy, or the person you have a crush on, or something that. And that was pretty funny, but we won't get into that today. Okay, I'll kick off fuck, marry, kill. So our first one is Machine Gun Kelly, Pete Davidson, and Zendaya. Shayla, you go first.
Okay. Damn. Okay, I wrote all of these, but did not think about any of them. I would have to. Marry Zendaya.
Make some hard decisions.
I would have to marry Zendaya for sure, right? I would fuck MGK.
Yeah.
And I would have to kill off Pete.
Okay.
I would have to kill off Pete.
I would do it. I would marry Pete Davidson, fuck MGK, and sorry, Zendaya, I'd have to kill you. I love you, but like
mine would be literally the same as Amanda's, because Pete Davidson is like funny, and I want to marry a guy that's got a good sense of humor, so he'd keep me entertained.
The thing. Oh, I guess I did say,
and then
like
Machine Gun Kelly has a kid. I don't want that baggage.
He's also fooking Megan Fox, so like he's got.
That's also another reason why I would like want to do that.
Because I would like to say that I fooked the man that fooked Megan Fox.
I would just get in there with the both of them, honestly.
All right, y'all. The next one, I can't.
The actual fuck.
This next one says Obama, Queen Elizabeth, and Liam Payne. Shayla, why were you smoking?
I didn't even need time to think about this. So
okay, Hannah, you kick it off. You take it.
Okay. Kill Liam Payne. Goodbye.
Over the Queen?
Yes! Hold on. I absolutely cannot take the Liam Payne slander. That is unreal.
No. Look, let me explain my reasoning. Liam Payne, great guy, I'm sure. You know, he was in a great band that was pivotal for our generation. But compared to a former president and the Queen, he ain't got a lot to offer. So I'm gonna
classy bitch.
You know, I'm gonna marry.
Okay. I'm gonna marry Queen Elizabeth and secure that bag, right? And then I'm going to fugue Obama.
You'd fuck the president?
I would.
Okay.
That would be the title of my memoir.
Dude, that is so
I'm gonna have to say, I would kill the queen. I would have to kill the queen.
The monarchy.
Because I'm so invested in this, and also no offense to the queen or anything, right?
Yeah,
but
I don't think she's gonna be listening to this.
No, for sure. But after the whole thing with Princess Diana, something about her just doesn't sit right with me. So I would have to go ahead and get rid of her.
True.
What if you could marry the queen and secure the bag, but then kill her off and then marry someone else?
But here's the thing, the bag is secured with the other two people.
Yeah, but
let's be real.
As much as fucking royalty.
Royalty.
I don't want to be entangled in all of that like crazy stuff.
I do. What else do I have going on? Like, I'll do it.
I want to be involved. Okay, so I would kill the queen. I would. Damn. I would fuck Liam Payne. And I would marry Obama.
Poor Michelle. Oh my god.
Poor Michelle.
Because of Michelle. I would marry him because of Michelle.
Okay. I would fuck Liam Payne. I'd marry Queen Elizabeth and I'd kill Obama. Sorry, Obama.
Wow, you guys are so wild with the queen.
Yeah.
Okay, I can actually see myself going in Amanda's direction. I don't know why I was so eager to fuck Obama over Liam Payne, but
he's like near our age, like super attractive, good singer. You're like, nah, kill him. I'm fucking Obama.
I just want to, do something good for our country.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, moving on. Our next one is Devin Carlson, Jay Alvarez, and Caitlyn Jenner. Guys, please don't mess this up.
Okay. No, I don't want to go first.
I'll go first. Okay.
You go first.
I'm going to fuck Jay Alvarez for obvious reasons. Mm-hmm. We've all seen the video. I would marry Devin Carlson, also for obvious reasons. And then, I'm sorry, I'd have to kill Caitlyn Jenner. This is
I would say
not a transphobia thing. He's, she's the father, so I don't want to.
Yeah, I would say the exact same. I was going back and forth with Jay and Caitlyn because Jay seems just very, very toxic. And I'm like, but here's the thing. It's going to be a one night kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
So
I would fuck Jay Alvarez, but I would marry Caitlyn Jenner because
the name,
look,
because Jenner.
I was thinking it would be, look, I'm going to admit in that situation, I would totally be social climbing, but I'm just going to say like, it would be completely platonic. I think that Caitlyn Jenner is a very interesting person. I think that she's a great person, but yeah, obviously like the name itself has a lot of recognition. And I mean, yeah, low key, I would love to be chilling
for sure.
I know. I would love to be chilling with the Kardashians, although I don't really know what their relationship is like with her. But then I would kill Devin Carlson because aside from the name, I really don't know who that is.
What? Next. Okay. If you marry Devin, you also get Jessie. So think about that.
A big reason to marry her.
Yeah. Next. This sounds like a Hannah one for sure. Okay, we have Bruce Willis, Tom Cruise.
What the fuck? Okay, look.
Wait. We have Bruce Willis, Tom Cruise, and Meryl Streep. Okay, go.
I would marry Bruce 1,000%. I would fuck Meryl and I would kill Tom Cruise.
What are you on right now? Okay.
Tom Cruise doesn't sit right with me. And he's a Scientologist, and I'm not shitting on people who like are a part of that, but it doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah. Hannah, what were you going to say?
Plus, I love Meryl Streep.
I think that Tom Cruise is batshit, but I heard, crazy people sometimes are good in bed. So I would fuck Tom Cruise. And then I would marry Bruce Willis because he forever has my heart.
Yes.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
and then I would
salt
kill
and pepper silver fox mans.
I would kill Meryl Streep, and that really pains me to say. I do love Meryl Streep, and I think she would be a great friend, but just for the game's sake, I would have to kill her.
I would marry Meryl Streep. I would fuck Tom Cruise, and I would kill Bruce Willis.
What the fuck?
Interesting. Yeah, I
thought that was like the obvious one.
No, I love Bruce Willis.
Wow.
I mean, Shayla, he's not really a silver fox because isn't he bald?
He's got a little bald double up there.
I'm pretty sure he's like Mr. Clean. That shit wax.
I can't. Okay.
All right, next one. Jesus Christ, guys. This one. Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, Johnny Bravo, or Shigo from Kim Possible.
Okay. I would have to.
I'm surprised Scooby-Doo himself isn't on there.
You want to switch it up?
We're not into bestiality.
I'm just kidding. No. I would have to marry Shigo from Kim Possible. Because it feels like I would just, I don't know. I love her so much. I would fuck Shaggy and I would kill Johnny Bravo.
That's fair.
Shaggy just seems like it would just work. Like it'd be kind of fun.
Oh my god. I would.
God, my childhood mind is exploding right now.
Nickelodeon is shaking. I would fuck Shigo. And
good choice.
I would marry Shaggy. And then I'd kill Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
Mine would be the same answer. I think that Shaggy, while I don't find him attractive, I feel like he would be a good life companion.
He's the plug. You marry the plug, and then there you go. Drugs forever. Shaggy's definitely a plug.
Oh, Amanda, did you add this last one?
Yeah. We have Vinnie Hacker, Harry Styles, and Timothée Chalamet.
Okay, this is I'm gonna like hurt you by how easy this is about to be, because I would marry Harry, obviously. Too. I would get with Timmy, and I would have to kill Vinny. He's just too young for me, although gorgeous. Like
I would literally say the same thing. I'm marrying Harry.
Yeah.
I'm fucking Timmy, and then Vinny, I'm sorry, I love you. I have a sweatshirt of you, but I'd have to kill you.
I would fook Harry because I think he's a gentle lover, but then I would marry Timmy. I would marry Timmy because, I feel something more there. And then I would kill Vinny.
Really? I'm surprised. I thought you would be more of a Harry gal.
Me too.
So I just see more longevity with Timmy. Like, no offense, Shayla, but to me, Harry Styles is like a hit it and quit it kind of situation.
Interesting. I feel like he's definitely more
Harry Styles.
Interesting.
I feel like that's Timmy. I mean, considering.
Oh, for sure, it's Timmy. Like, it's definitely Timmy. Timmy is one you like find in New York on the street, and you're like, "Hey, boo," and then just bounce.
But we love it.
That's it.
We love a good rat.
Nice. Okay, the next category of games, ladies. That really wasn't a drinking one, but take a swig.
Oh, I was like drinking the entire time. I was like, let's go.
The next one is would you rather / this or that. So this is an easy one. Okay, first one. Actually, do one of y'all want to do this category? Post the category.
I'll do this one.
Cool.
Okay, so Wildflower or Casetify?
Wildflower.
I would agree.
Wildflower.
I will say Casetify just did a collaboration with Orion Carlotto, and I absolutely love it. Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, did they really? That's cool.
They just did, and I love her. Like, she's one of my favorite like poets, and I'm obsessed with her, and I love her so much. That's the only reason I would like pick Casetify over Wildflower, but I stan Wildflower just because of Devin and Sydney.
Because Devin Carlson, and look how everyone was making fun of me for this case, but like I fucking love it.
I think it's cute. Okay, the next one. Go back in time or jump to the future?
Dude, I low-key think about this scenario a lot, and I still don't know what I would do. Because, like, if there's anything I learned from the movie Back to the Future is that you can't, I don't know. I think I would, right now, I think I'd go into the future. I'm over this right now.
Mm-hmm. I would have to agree with you in the sense that, like, I just want this phase of struggle to be over, but I know that it builds character. So, like, I don't know. I think I would have to say, like, jump to the future. Not too far, though. Not too far.
I would also say jump to the future.
Yeah. Okay. Have to spend 24 hours with your ex or tell your parents all the stuff you've ever done? Like nitty-gritty sex, drugs, things that just are morally incorrect.
This is a hard one, Shayla. Someone else
okay.
Go first.
I would voluntarily spend 24 hours with my ex because I would love to make his life a living hell just for a solid day.
She's like, let me just be like just a nuisance in his life.
Hannah's coming up with creative answers tonight with everything. She's like, well,
I know.
I mean, granted, my mom pretty much, I can only think of a handful of things that my mom does not know about me. But having to tell my dad, I think I would rather jump off my balcony. So I'm gonna go with 24 hours with my ex.
That's fair. I think I would actually do the same thing. Couldn't be that bad.
Oh, here's the thing. I've never been in a relationship to like have an actual ex, but with all the people that
think of like the closest thing to it.
Yeah,
I was gonna say all the people that I have been with, I would tell my parents everything that I've ever done. I would not want to put myself through that.
Wow.
I volunteer.
Even for a day, just for one day, you would rather tell your parents everything and have them know for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I would. I really would. I have a close relationship with my mom, so like it doesn't matter.
I was about to say there's not much that would even, I think, shock my parents. They pretty much know it, but like so, at the same time, like to have to really just be like look them dead in the eyes, I'd be like,
yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay. So next, weed or alcohol? Weed.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
All right.
Liquor.
Old money. Old money vibes or new money vibes?
Old money.
Old money vibes.
Old money. I love that generational wealth.
We're marrying the queen, not Liam.
Interesting. In that sense, then I would go new money. I don't trust the queen. Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
I will not lie. I literally Googled a list of like, would you rather scenarios, and I saw this one and I was like, holy shit, I do not know.
Interesting. Hannah, do you have an answer?
I mean, I don't think I've found true love, but considering I'm already in a very good relationship.
Considering I have a boyfriend.
And that part is kind of ticked off, I would go with the lottery. But I will say if I were single, I would go with true love.
Okay. Well, why?
Because I've wanted to be in a
relationship. Because it's Hannah, we know she would pick
she's you're always romantic.
I've always wanted to find that special somebody, so I've got,
I think for me, this is gonna sound very like shallow, but my thing is it never says like never find true love. It just says, would you rather find it today? And to be honest with you, I'm not secure enough in myself like right now for me to be like secure enough in a relationship. So I think I would just win the lottery.
It would be hard to pass up, but I would choose love.
Interesting.
That's surprising to me.
What?
Well, I just feel like you're such an independent person. You would want the money first and then find love later.
Yeah, I've been putting up a really good front, guys. No, I would definitely choose love.
Aw,
interesting.
And then
now I feel like I sound like so shallow. No, but honestly, I mean, I don't know. Like, I just don't feel like it's my time to find true love. Like, if I found it tomorrow, like, I just don't think I would like want it.
See, my thing is like, oh, true love. Like, I would like still have them like growing with, you know what I mean? Like
sure.
I would.
Yeah, like it doesn't
I know
say you have
I'm
to get
not
married tomorrow.
Yeah, like I know I'm not good to be in a relationship right now, but like I feel like true love defies those barriers. Okay. Moving
Okay.
on.
All right.
Hannah, will you do this last category of truth or drink?
Sure. Last person you had a crush on, ladies.
Now this is truth or drink, so we can decide to. Well, I mean, I'm not drinking, but I'll drink.
Interesting. Do we have to say like? Oh, I mean, yeah, we do.
Yeah. I don't know who I last had a crush on, actually. Like legitimately.
Can I say Harry Styles? Like what?
I mean, mine was Connor, so like I'm just gonna answer.
Okay, easy peasy. Good for you.
Sorry.
Yeah, I literally can't tell you, so I will metaphorically drink for this one.
I'm gonna drink because I just don't want people to listen to this and be like, you know.
No, get the tea out, get the drama out, Shayla. We need people talking.
I already took a sip. So no.
Okay, next one.
Oh, sorry. Someone or something you've pretended to like but couldn't stand.
Damn it, I had an answer for this one.
That's a good one. I'm trying to think.
Oh, I have a good one. Sororities.
Oh, that's an amazing one.
Because I did like it, but you know, I was always kind of like, okay.
Okay, I want to answer this question, but genuinely, I feel like I'm just such a straightforward person. It's very obvious when I don't like something.
Yeah.
So
But
I can't think of
even I guess something you didn't like pretend to be like a stand for, but something you were just like, yeah, I'll watch that, or yeah, I'll do that. But
I mean,
really,
I did not like Call Me by Your Name. I'm sorry,
oh, that's
but y'all
true.
y'all knew
it.
that. I wanted to
way too much for my like comfort because I don't understand how you don't like the movie.
I genuinely wanted to like it because I knew how much you guys liked it, but I just didn't. I just thought watching it was this boring.
No, take it back. We were watching this film back over the summer. It was me, Amanda, Cara, and Hannah. And Amanda and I love this movie, but Hannah literally in the middle of the movie was like, is this like almost over? And I was like, if you don't take it back and like actually appreciate the cinematic gold.
So sorry.
That was TV.
That was like the one time I felt like I really truly offended the two of you, and I was like, I need to put some more respect
I just
on
love
this movie.
It's an amazing like heartbreak and I love watching that.
I cry every time.
That's what I'm saying. I cry, and it's just like the director did such an amazing job. Like I need to read the book. I feel like kind of like ignorant for not reading the book before watching the movie, but like shit, I do it. I'm like I'm so offended that you just don't like this movie.
I'm sorry. I just did not. Maybe I'll try it again and see if
you know what? Okay. I have something.
Shayla's about to fucking dox you. I mean, that's not liking that.
Y'all never pretended to like it. You actively were like, I do not like this music, but I will tolerate it.
Oh, what? The Pitbull?
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide. I can't.
Y'all, I started listening to his podcast and it's low-key good.
He has a podcast?
Yeah. Please stop. That's not real.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Weird.
It's an inspirational podcast.
What is something of value that he said? I mean, I'm sure he's a very smart man.
I listened to it and I found it really entertaining, but he keeps speaking. He never like stops speaking in like the Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? Like
you're he's like Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, like that's how he was speaking the whole time. And I was like, I just can't really take this seriously, but it was entertaining.
Is he alone like doing this podcast, or like does he have a co-host or what?
He has a bunch of guests. Like I think he mostly talks about like where he started and how he got to where he is, like just like working hard, all of that kind of stuff. So
fucking bitches worldwide.
Yeah.
Apparently. Interesting.
Okay, the next one is read the last text you sent or drink.
Oh, okay. Let me pull up my text.
Wait, Shayla, what was yours for? What was something you?
Oh, yeah. You didn't answer.
I said Pitbull.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Oh, wait, then Hannah, what was your? Oh, Call Me by Your Name. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Duh. I just like blacked out for a second.
Blacked that out.
My God. Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. What is the?
Okay, so let's ignore the Grin and Share It podcast like group chat. All right. The last message that I sent was to Amanda, and this is not going to offer any context. It says, like, let me know what was going through her head when she did that.
Oh, yeah, that's a juicy one.
And I'm keeping you on your toes. Nobody's going to know. Damn, that was like at 2:00 this afternoon. I have not texted anyone since.
The last text I received was like a PayPal confirmation text, but like I actually, yeah, Shayla, I was texting you last, but other than that, I literally. Oh, I mean, I
dry up in my messages.
The last one I guess I sent before that. Holy shit, I literally don't talk to anyone during the day. Oh my God. It was to the group message with like Emily and Mary and Clay and Tyler and Johnny. And it was like a picture of me and Emily from 2015. It was really funny.
Nice. Hannah, what about you?
I texted Connor and all I said was about to record a special holiday episode of the podcast.
You better tune in.
Nice. I'm sure he's really going to go back. He's going to be like, you know what? I'm actually going to listen to that one.
So people have like talked, like more and more people here in Charlotte have brought it up to me that they listen and that they like it. And then they've brought it up like in front of him a good bit. And he's always like, I want to listen because he mostly wants to hear about what I have to say about him.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's actually like really entertaining. So you should
actually listen really good.
It's actually really good.
I don't think, just going off of that, like I understand why like a lot of guys would be like, and some girls would just be like, I don't really want to listen to that. I mean, we are tailored towards more of like, you know, relationships and being the female side and, you know, stuff like that. But I feel like we're in general like kind of entertaining because I have guy friends that listen that like it.
I also feel like some people are just not podcast people. Like they don't like to
I agree.
sit
I have a
there.
lot of friends who are like that. Like Austin literally every single time like I tell him something about the podcast, he's like, I'm so sorry. I'm not a podcast person.
Yeah.
I'm like, but thank you for the support anyway.
He always likes our pictures, so that's
and like, you know, it's the little things.
Shows support other ways. Okay, next thing is, what's the last thing you Googled?
Ooh, hold on.
Shit.
Let me pull it up.
This one, oh my God. It's like Jay Alvarez's sex tape.
Okay, mine's boring. Mine is Library Genesis. I was looking for the book We Were Liars because I don't want to pay for it.
Fucking nerd. Just kidding. Mine went like job postings on Workday.
Nice.
Indeed, like that's all my last Google searches.
Nice.
Mine was the website for the company that I work for. So
juicy, guys.
Nothing juicy. Next is, what is the best lie you've ever told anyone?
That I was happy? No. I genuinely don't know.
Oh, okay. This is gonna sound like so cheesy, and I honestly, this could totally be like in my head because at the time I was like very drunk. My friend like kind of has similar features to me, and like she has longer hair. She's a little smaller than me. and we were in a bar and someone said that we looked very, very similar. So we went around telling people that we were twins, and like some people believed us and then some like didn't. But the people that believed us, we were pretty convincing, and that was like the only thing that like.
Shayla, this is such a genuine lie. Like, we pretended we were sisters.
Like, yeah, no, like actually,
I was expecting some like, well, I like stole a car and lied about it. Like,
oh, okay, hold on. We might need to cut that out, because if you want to talk about stealing, okay, so with my dad, everyone who knows me knows that like I just don't have a good relationship with him, and he's been asking for my car back for quite some time now because like of just legal issues between him and my mom, and I refused to give it back to him, and he thought that like I was out of the state half the time, or he thought that I had the car and I just like was in random places and he could never find me. Like genuinely, like this man never knew where I was.
Dude, you're like hiding.
It's not hiding, it's just he never cared enough to actually know like where I was. And so every single time he asked me for the car, I'd be like, sorry, like out of state, I'm on a trip.
Can't.
Yeah, one time like I literally was in California and he was like, where are you? I need you to help me out with something. I was like, I'm on the other side of the country. But that was like one of the biggest lies I told, was like just being out of state all the time, like to him. And like I just wasn't. I just never like wanted him to know where I was. Like that was a consistent lie I told to him. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that's like juicy enough. And I don't know if it's like super juicy, but like I just never wanted him to know where I was.
Wow.
Literally I'm a shit liar, so I can't think of any answer to this question.
Hannah's very honest. She can't lie.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
you see
like
is what you get.
I never feel like I told. Oh, actually, well, that
with your little, for anyone who's watching the video, on her little reindeer antlers. Well,
one time I did lie. I'm not proud of this, but one time I did lie, and when I was a little kid, I mean, I guess this doesn't really count, but it kind of does.
Oh my God, you've told this story.
Have you told it it's just podcast? I think so. It's just the story of like when I flat out lied and came up with the most elaborate story about how this kid that was mean to me and was a kid that I didn't really like did something to me at a summer camp, and my mom stormed to his house and ripped him a new one.
I remember this story.
Yeah, and then I ended up like seeing him again 10 years later because he became roommates with this guy that I was seeing at the time. So that kind of bit me in the ass, and in the moment it was a good lie though, because my mom like fully believed me, but I felt really guilty afterwards. But that's the best example I can think of.
I think I'm like blanking because of like I just didn't think about like one of the biggest. I know there's something else that I've done that I'm not like proud of. That's not, this makes me sound like a huge liar. Like
I mean, I don't really know. I'm sure I've told some good ones. I'm sure, but like I don't know. I'll hypothetically drink for this one since I don't. Yeah.
Next question is last person you stalked on Insta.
Let me go take a look actually, because I know for sure I have.
Sometimes I clear mine just because I'm embarrassed at what I did, like why I stalked that one person. Oh, the last or is the last person you like? Oh, I was just looking at the last person I searched on Insta, but this is the last person we like stalked. I'm gonna be honest, these days I kind of just stalk like different influencers or like celebrities. Like the last person's page I was really looking at was Curtis Connor's girlfriend.
Gorgeous, by the way.
Yeah, and their house is so
cool. You know who I actually stalked the other night, and I was on the phone with my friend Rachel. I was stalking Eve Jobs, like Steve Jobs' daughter.
Oh,
like I don't know.
Her name is Eve.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
She's gorgeous, iconic. By the way. Like she is so beautiful. I don't know how we started talking. Yeah. Yeah, like look her up. You're gonna actually like really think she's so cute.
Oh my God.
But we were talking about her the other night. I could be wrong, and maybe I'm getting my like people mixed up, but I think she goes to Stanford also. And apparently she's like really nice, but
Oh my God, tell Austin.
yeah, she's like our age too. Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my God, that's the last person I actually stalked was Eve Jobs.
Mine was this YouTuber who I like to watch, who also went to UGA, Rachel Radke, but she just got engaged today. So I was stalking her because I don't know, I was just killing time, and I was going through and like trying to look at photos of her and her now fiance to, I don't know, just get an idea. But yeah, not very exciting.
To plan for my wedding.
To plan for my wedding.
Just getting some ideas.
I find it so weird because I don't know if it's just me, but like I've been seeing more and more people our age starting to get engaged. And
well, dude, like we're getting to that age.
I know, but I'm still in that mindset where it's like, and I mean, granted, maybe it would be different if I were in like a 5 or 6 year relationship, which
sure, yeah,
will have been, but like I still just feel like it's way too young to be getting engaged and getting married. But to each
I mean, I guess it like depends on the situation, and like it's case by case. And I was actually same thing. I was on the phone with Rachel the other night talking about this. I was talking about how we're on like such a time clock, especially as women, because you know, like by the time we're like, this is gonna sound so bad, but like we are expected like by the time we're 30 to just like already be in a relationship, already be married, already cracking out a kid, right? But like with guys, it's so different. They can be like up well into their 40s or 50s and like just then starting like their families and like finding their people and like getting married. I guess like we literally are on like a ticking clock, and it's kind of frustrating. But I do love like, this is gonna sound weird. I know I can't imagine like me being with someone, but I can imagine like having a small ceremony, and like I can imagine that whole thing, but I can't imagine like marriage right now.
I can't imagine a relationship, but I can imagine the actual event.
And here's the thing, the event, like I've never wanted it to be like a large thing. I've always wanted small and intimate, but I cannot picture myself ever being with someone.
Weird.
I don't know why. I don't know.
I think more realistically of the last person I stalked was my friend's girlfriend. He like posted a picture with her and I was like, oh, she's cute. And then I stalked her. But that's still not even interesting. Like
next one is most embarrassing celeb crush.
Oh, I know this one. Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, that's not embarrassing.
I don't know. Some people are like, what the fuck when I say I
don't think that's embarrassing at all.
I watched The Social Network too, like the other night, and I was just like, man, I love this man so much.
Interesting.
Mine would probably be
embarrassing.
Bruce Willis or Pitbull.
Okay, that's embarrassing.
Pitbull, yeah. We're gonna have to like reel you in. Mine would trying to think. Dude, I don't know. I know there's like a lump sum of them too, because I find the strangest people attractive.
She's just got no shame in her game.
I don't.
It's honestly, it's just her type.
Yeah, like honestly, that's like if I think you're hot, you're just hot.
Like,
Can you guys think of anyone for me? Like, I'm trying to think. Like,
there's definitely so many people like you've sent me, and I've been like, what? Oh, you like this one TikToker that like he's cute, but like it's not even embarrassing, but he like thrifts a lot, and then we'll post little videos of him.
He's very handsome.
Dancing around, but like that's still not embarrassing.
No. Oh, this is gonna sound like disgusting, okay? I don't know why I started thinking about him, but I saw like it's two people. It's Jack Nicholson and Robert De Niro.
What the fuck? Like
Jesus Christ. That went from 0 to 100.
I was like thinking people our age, and I was like, I'm not embarrassed about like anyone our age, because like I'm just like, I think they're attractive and that's it. But I saw a video of Jack Nicholson coming up and like congratulating Jennifer Lawrence like on a film or an award or something. And I don't know, something about that sparked an attraction. And I was like, okay, he's kind of handsome.
Something
but then
about
I also
that just
love
got
Robert
Shayla going.
But then I also saw a movie recently with Robert De Niro. What was it? It's like The Family or something like that. And I just love him as an actor, and it's a shameful crush. Are
you thinking of Meet the Parents?
Well, no, they're two separate movies, but I do know that movie. I love him in that film too.
That's a weird
Ignore me.
All right. So that sums up Truth or Drink.
I literally wrote in parentheses, I was like, make it juicy, and for every single one I'm like, I don't know. Like, Jesus. What should we do?
Do we want to get into tweets before we get into best or worst?
I was gonna say if we want to go through some tweets, which I don't even know. I mean, they're funny to me, but like, okay, I'm gonna share my screen.
So I added them to the Discord that we had in the Grin and Share It drive.
Okay, cool. Oh shoot, let me pull that up real quick then. Hold on, ladies. BRB.
Yay! What a cute little background.
Oh, thanks. Where is it? Oh, here it is.
There we go. Okay.
So the first one, bitch. I love this song, and it's of Joe Biden wins the election. That's
like one of my favorite tweets of this entire year.
So it's been interesting because like I haven't been on Twitter in like years and years and years, and then all of a sudden I was like, let's make a podcast one where we can just kind of like shit post.
Yeah. I'm such a Twitter stan. Like that is one social media I don't think I would ever delete.
From Adam Curious, what did it say? It says boomers, no gay marriage. Millennials, yes gay marriage. Gen Z, yes gay no marriage. Which
me in a nutshell.
Except you can picture yourself having a ceremony, so
I can't picture myself having a marriage though.
That's funny. Oh yeah,
this one is just an iconic one. Very lovely. Oh my god, I love it so much.
For those who are not watching, it's Harry Styles when he posted his picture that said "Bring back manly men," and he looks beautiful.
In like a clapback to Candace Owens, I believe, saying that he's not Candace manly Owens. Or some shit like that.
He's the new Carol Baskin, Candace Owens.
Oh, for sure.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, not a compliment at all.
TBH, I have never listened to Joe Rogan because I am young and also hot.
So I love this one because every time someone mentions like Joe Rogan or Ben Shapiro to me, like I in one ear out the other, I don't really care. Or what's his name? Off of Barstool.
Dave Portnoy.
Dave Portnoy, yeah. I don't something about them just don't. They just don't sit right with me. They seem kind of misogynistic and honestly just kind of like douchebags, and like I just don't really appreciate their.
Yeah, I never saw the fascination
stuff. But hey, I mean, like if you enjoy it, go off.
Oh, and this was a post from LinkedIn. This was about, I don't know why that's still in there. I thought I deleted it. The guy who was on TikTok and did the skateboarding video of him with the cranberry juice. He was like living in an RV, and then like
and then his life totally changed.
His life changed, and I was like, wow,
love that for him.
Yeah,
completely deserved like every single ounce of like success that was handed to him.
That was great. This is our Twitter. For those of you who don't follow, go follow. It's not even that funny, dude, but most of the time, like when I'm tweeting, it's because I'm a little high, and I'm just,
to be honest with you, I think it's kind of funny because here's the thing. Amanda and I go back and forth with tweeting, and sometimes we'll sign the tweets and sometimes we won't. And it's very chaotic and just random as shit. Like I don't understand some of the stuff I put out on there, and I literally never want people like that I know to find this Twitter, because like I never tweet on my personal account. I always just retweet stuff on my personal account, but on this one I actually tweet, and I feel very safe there.
I have to admit, I don't even have the Twitter app on my phone. I haven't been on it probably in like 5 years. I don't know why.
Such a Twitter stan. Like I love Twitter.
It's okay, we'll just do it all. Just kidding. Yeah, last night I was like deep into this woman who was like unboxing those mini brands balls things.
Yeah.
And she was just like, it almost sounded like she had beef with like other people who like did mini brands TikToks. And she's like, oh, there's just like no market for this month right now. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like a serious thing. But that
I
was
saw
interesting.
the TikTok you sent and I was like, this is actually very interesting.
I love replying to like people like Charlie D'Amelio who like no one's ever gonna fucking see it, but I think it's funny. And like she's like, hey, by the way,
My favorite reply of yours was, if you scroll down, it's to Addison. And I don't know what you put.
was
it was
like
like of her and Bryce or
it
something.
was her and Bryce. We have some nice self promo on here too. I don't think it was from this long ago. I know what you're talking
wait,
about. Oh, it was
on.
this one.
Yeah, it's this. Yeah.
And she was like 2 months, weird but fun. And I was like, I'm so sorry.
And that killed me. And my friend April actually like favorited it. And I was like, April knows the vibes. Like she gets it.
We tweeted happy birthday to Fine Line.
Lovely.
And like Charlie tweeted, hope you all are doing well. And I said, me too, Charlie. And then
you saying you're welcome to Griffin. I don't respond to people on Twitter. I just tweet. You responding to them makes the Twitter account just way better. I love it.
He was like, thank you all for 9.9 million. I'm like, you're welcome.
Something about him just
never
also
to
doesn't sit right with
see
me.
it. Vinny was being emotional on Twitter as always. Love him. I love Ricky Thompson.
Oh, love him and Denzel. Amazing.
Could you guys hear that?
No.
Oh, never mind. I thought that was gonna be epic. Chloe and is it Hallie?
Chloe and Hallie, yeah. I am
I see them
stans.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys watched Grownish?
But I know what it is.
Yeah, it's on Hulu and it's like a spin-off of Blackish and it's on ABC and I absolutely love Grownish so much. And they're on it. It's just so good.
Oh my god, the Papa John's drama. Dude, Papa John was set up.
You think?
No, we know. There's there's like a recording of like you could hear the people in corporate like conspiring like we're gonna fuck this guy over. It's all in this interview that I retweeted there with H3 is like deep into this, which is weird, but it's very interesting. Oh, Charlie said, do y'all ever try and change your pants before you take off your shoes, but then your shoes get stuck in your pants and then you're just
I
stuck?
do.
Not all the time.
Not all the time, okay. But I can. I mean, literally, now that I've gotten. Sometimes y'all, if I'm wearing some shoes that take me a long time to get them on, I don't feel like taking them off, so I just try and work around the problem.
What? That sounds
I can appreciate
like
the effort. But like
it depends if I'm wearing tight pants or not.
That's
even if you're wearing like loose pants.
What? This is so weird. Okay, but I commented and I said can't say so, but I guess I wasn't speaking for all of us when I said that.
Sorry.
Oh, Bryce tweeted that he's like taking a break of YouTube and I was like, no. It's like I don't give a fuck. Anyway, see, these aren't even like funny, but like they bring me joy. So if you want to follow our Twitter, it's very like it's not serious.
Yeah, it's just for shits.
I guess that's all I wanted to like stop sharing now.
Let's get into our last and final thing for the episode. Our best and worst moments of the year. Granted, we don't have to talk about our worst moments, but if you want to, go off. Go off. I'll take it. I'll start. I will say one of the like most fun things that I've done this year was starting this podcast, obviously.
Same.
And I think we can say that goes for like all of us. But I went on a cross-country road trip and that was just something like I think I'm able to cross off my bucket list now. And I did it with one of my closest friends. And as difficult and annoying as it was, like, in the moment, now, like, reflecting back on it, it was honestly one of the best things, like, I've ever done. Like, it was just it was an experience in itself, and I
Just for
really enjoyed myself.
the sake of that you went to that Prada store, I was so
Yeah.
jealous. And also that's
Like,
something,
it's so
like,
cool. You never, like,
I don't know if
think
I'll
that
ever
you're
be
gonna
able to say that, like, I did a cross country trip, like, that's really cool.
Yeah, so that was definitely one of, like, my favorite things, like, trip-wise that I've done this year, other than, like, Miami and everything, but that's, like, I
Miami
guess
was
it doesn't
great.
really. Yeah. Um, and then okay, so my worst moment of the year or moments is just, like, I wrote down struggling with figuring out how to deal with mental issues and recognizing that I actually have, like, previous trauma from things, and I have this issue with, like, dealing with something in a moment and then realizing a little bit later that, okay, like, that was actually, like, not okay, and, like, it was kind of traumatic. And there are some things, like, especially, like, coming up in the new year, something that happened last New Year's that I just wasn't really, like, happy with or proud of or, like, okay with at all, and I think I just, like, come to terms with dealing with it finally.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, I things, like, definitely could have been better throughout the year, but I feel like everyone had their, like, ups and downs, especially with everything
Yeah.
going on with, like, the cult like, the nature of everything going on, like, how hot and heavy it was, and then fucking COVID just in
Yeah.
general, like,
Yeah,
it
I
was
think it's safe
difficult
to
for
say I
everyone.
think it's safe to say that the big obvious was, like, the worst was, like, COVID and everything going on with George Floyd and the repercussions of that and everything,
Yeah.
like, it was definitely a toxic year, but I think it
Mhm.
definitely came with a lot of growth. Um,
Mhm.
like you said, mentally wise, like, I think that's the same for me, like, I think I figured out a lot of, like, stuff mentally that was working and wasn't working for me and coming to terms with some stuff, and I think that's good, that's a part of growth.
Yeah.
Um, anything else?
I mean, for me, other than that, like, no, just
Yeah.
and things could always be better for I know I guess I'll speak for, like, literally all 3 of us when we say things could definitely be better always, but it's
Yeah.
just a matter of figuring it out as we go.
Yeah. Yeah, what I wrote down, I mean, like I just said, like, just struggling with everything that was, like, this being the year that Hannah and I graduated, I really expected this year to be different.
Mhm.
Um, but I don't know, but also I look back and I did a lot of great things. I mean, Miami was so fun, and I feel like that was just such a special trip with all of us that really, like, I mean, I don't know, it really solidified, like, our whole friend group when we did that, even
Mhm.
though, like, I mean, we were pretty obviously so close with them before, but, like, that's just something we have to look back on, and, like, starting this podcast has been, like, such a, like, a crazy journey, and the fact that, like, you know, I don't know, like we said when we started the podcast that we've just, like, gotten better and gained a following and everything, I think the biggest thing was just, like, I've just really learned to not give a shit what people think or, like, say about
Yeah.
me, or, like, because I remember specifically, like, with starting this podcast, I was nervous people were gonna, like, start being like, "Who do you think you are? Like, do you think you're famous or an influencer? Like, why would I listen to
Mhm.
you?" And I literally don't care about any sort of, like, stuff like that, which has been personal growth.
Yeah. So, speaking of, like, the whole, you know, being nervous about starting the podcast and, like, people giving you shit for it, someone I remember, like, someone from my high school actually did, and I was just like, we're not friends at all. Like, we're not even merely we weren't even acquaintances. It was just a matter like they followed me, I followed them. Still, like,
Hit that
somehow slipped
unfollow.
into a conversation and through the grapevine got back to me. And I just never at the time I was like, how is this like, why do you care?
Why is she
You
so
don't
pressed?
listen. You don't
Like,
follow the
what?
podcast. Like, what does it matter? Like, but thanks for, like, plugging us in your conversations.
Honestly. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're happy doing whatever you want to do, like, no one else can tell you otherwise. Like,
yeah. Hannah, what about you? What are some bests and worsts of the year?
I mean, aside from the normal that we've all experienced and what everyone has experienced, I think that this has been a year that has brought about the most change for me. Definitely the most unexpected change. I feel very fortunate that I managed to get a good job and that I'm able to afford a nice apartment. And, I know that there are a lot of people that can't say the same. And I feel fortunate for that every single day. But at the same time, and I'm getting better about it now, but I really did struggle because I've always had this vision of what I saw myself doing. And I've always kind of had this goal in mind for myself. And I feel like for years and years and years, I've worked towards that goal. And I'm like, up until COVID, I saw myself coming very close to accomplishing that. And even though I'm very fortunate to be in this situation, obviously sometimes I still do get disappointed and I feel like I'm hard on myself because even though I do have a job, it's not really what I saw myself doing. And I think that when I first moved here, I was really hard on myself, but seeing the way that my parents have like approached this situation makes me realize that I need to be more proud of myself and less of a critic, and kind of just realizing that I'm doing my best, like we're all doing our best, and like I've accomplished a lot in itself. And like my dad never tells me that he's proud of me, but I'll say within the last like few weeks, he really has vocalized to that a lot, which just makes me feel a lot more secure. And I'm very happy that I have my parents' support.
Yeah.
I think the worst thing has been moving away from you guys. Like I love living here, but it sucks not like being in a place where I feel completely comfortable. I feel more comfortable in Charlotte now, but like you guys will always be my best friends. And even though we talk all the time, it's still not the same. Like seeing you guys as frequently as I used to. So that's been hard. And also just learning how to be completely financially independent has been really difficult, especially in the midst of like a pandemic.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning how to do that. I know that there are certain people that are financially independent from a very young age, and I'm fortunate to say that that was not the case for me. But either way, it's been a learning curve, and that has probably been the hardest thing about this move. But the best thing, obviously, the podcast, finding a relationship with Connor. I'm literally thankful for that every day, and having the opportunity that I have now to be living in this great city and to get to like live on my own and make my own life, even though I'm not necessarily doing a job that I sought after. It's still a great opportunity, and I'm learning every day to just make the most of it. So
Yeah.
And you should be proud of yourself,
You
and like
should
we're
be
proud of
so
you, and like
proud. Like literally look at what, you're on your own doing it. Like
yeah.
you were like, I'm getting a job and I'm moving somewhere and I'm gonna have a nice apartment, and you did that, So it's like,
Well, thank
wow.
you.
But
yeah. So I mean, who knows? Like honestly, obviously none of us saw this happening, but I feel like time has in a weird way stood still from March until now. But now with this vaccine and stuff, and I know like it's changing every single day, but my hope is that this time next year we're all in a much different place. So I kind of feel like there is hopefully some light at the end of the tunnel, and I'll be interested to see like where things head in the new year for all of us.
Yeah.
It really I mean, it really has felt like everything has been on pause. Like even though obviously life is still moving on and people are still, working and doing things, I hope that with the new year comes like a big reset, whether that's just mentally or like because of the vaccine, or Biden's
spiritually,
been elected, and
physically, like in every way. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of learning too, and I want to bring this back to something that also kind of took over the whole year was Black Lives Matter. Like I mean, unfortunately I feel like we didn't speak enough, I think sometimes, about this kind of stuff, and like, you know, check our privilege like vocally on here, but I know that's something like we've been we've been working on. I mean, we had an episode dedicated to all this when like this stuff started first happening. But yeah, I mean, just I guess a reminder. I watched a Red Table Talk recently, the one with Olivia Jade, and it was basically
Yeah.
them
Mhm.
talking about like, you know, with everything that they did with the college scandal and everything, like it all comes down to like privilege and like what that privilege took
Yeah.
away from someone who wasn't, you know, white and rich or, you know, of better circumstances. But that really had me thinking like, okay, you know, I feel like it's good to just keep acknowledging like, you know, our privilege and still being like an ally and being active about things and
And
yeah.
not to only mention it when it's like hot and heavy and
Yeah, like I
trending,
get I
you
just
know?
want people to know that like we haven't forgotten, like we haven't just pushed that aside because I
Yeah.
you know, we've seen companies and other people doing that, but you know, that's still something I think we're all actively thinking about that's
Yeah.
on our minds all the
And I
time.
think like even
Mhm.
if you're not actively speaking about it every single day, just in the habits that you implement in your life are those are really important, and those are things that you can do without even having to like formally address something. I mean, like, this is a learning curve for all of us. And, obviously the three of us are in a very fortunate position. And I think that we, along with so many other people, have learned so much this year, and we're going to continue to learn and continue to try and be better. Um, but yeah, just to like kind of reiterate a different side, I feel like I, I feel like it was like a really big thing where it was like there was like a lot of pressure to constantly be like super vocal and speaking out about it, and like that's not everyone's speed. Like some
Mhm.
people, you don't have to be like going out of your way to necessarily say something, just as long as you're conscious of it and you're doing something, behind the scenes and implementing these actions in your personal life. I think that
Mhm.
that's something that
Yeah.
I've learned more than anything.
Yeah, and like
I do feel like there's a
speaking up when it's
difference.
needed too, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, I do feel like there's a difference between like white knighting the situation and
Mhm.
also just being like, you can't just like be silent and like chilling on the sidelines for this. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, I
Mhm.
do feel like when people did white knight the situation, it honestly made it like a little bit worse because like they were taking it, I guess
Taking
like the
away from
light
the
away
point.
from what was actually,
Yeah.
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 And I mean, I guess in my opinion, like I do feel like if you want to like change things, like you should be vocal about it. You shouldn't
Mhm.
like feel like if you're uncomfortable, that's the issue. Does that make
Mhm.
sense? Like
Yeah.
that's just still how I
Yeah,
feel
and
about.
that wasn't I wasn't trying to say like
Oh
Oh,
don't
no.
yeah, no, no.
speak up,
Yeah,
but like
no.
I guess more of what I was trying to say, and I think I was not like I was kind of struggling to get the point across, and after hearing you say that, it kind of made me think more. Like I feel like I've had to continue to check myself because I was like, oh, well, I spoke up in that moment, and it's not just an in the moment thing.
Mhm.
Like it's
Yeah.
something that you have to like consistently be activating for, like activating. Yeah, I guess that's the word.
Advocating.
Or
Being
advocating.
advocating.
It's
Oh my.
it's something that you have to consistently be advocating for, but
Yeah.
also be taking action for.
Yeah.
But I
Exactly.
completely agree about the topic, because that was something, and I feel like it was kind of similar for Amanda too, and like maybe you, Shayla, but I feel like for me, it was like definitely a comfort thing and really pushing myself to get uncomfortable and to have those conversations with you guys, with my parents, other family members. And that's definitely something that I want to continue to do, like
Yeah.
moving forward. I think
And
we
this
all
goes
agree.
for more than the Black Lives Matter
I was
movement.
gonna say this
When
is
this was
for
all going,
Yeah.
all
yeah,
human
when this
rights
was
and humanity, like
exactly. Yeah, this is like including like the protection of trans lives. This is everything that I wrote
Mhm.
down, protecting BIPOC, women. Like this also dives into like just judging other people based on like how they identify themselves or their sexualities or
Mhm.
anything. Like it's just not okay. And I mean, like I feel like you need to, if you want to, I guess, live like cohesively with other people and coexist, like you have to be an advocate and an ally, and that's
Yeah.
just my personal opinion. Like I don't feel like if you're not, then what are you doing? You know, like
you seem uneducated and, just
yeah, you seem
just
kind of ignorant and naive, and it's just not kind of fair to like not fight for something that someone else, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I
your
guess
normal
whenever I
is
think about
not
this,
other people's normal. Your right is not other
exactly.
people. You know what? Yeah, but I just wanted to, I guess, we wanted to make it clear that, like, we're an ally for, everyone.
Everything.
Yeah, and this is like
Everything.
just another reminder as we're wrapping up our last episode of the year, and like, you know, just do better. Be nice to other people. Like,
We're still working on it too.
What?
I said like it's a reminder to those listening and to ourselves.
And
like
to
it's
us,
something I have to remind myself all the time.
Yeah.
To like,
it's like just cliche last,
better.
End of year reminders. It's like
to kick off our New Year's resolutions to all around be better, do better, recycle, shop small,
treat your also another reminder, like treat yourself a little better, prioritize yourself. It's not selfish. It's self-care. Like that's what it is. Free up some time, take care of yourself. It's okay to say no to some things also.
Go to Color Me Mine and paint a clay pot.
Jesus Christ. Well, on that
Don't
note,
throw the shade because I love color. I love that idea. And if anyone ever wants to do that with me as a little bit of a escape, let me know.
I guess that wraps up this episode. And thank
you guys for sticking with us through the year.
I know. We're going to take this last week of the year off, and then we'll be back at you in 2021.
Yeah.
All right. Love you all so much. Be safe.
Guys.
Love you.
Bye.